let's talk about Colt and Cortney from this last episode of 90 Day the Single Life. I cannot believe that these two are not staying in the same room. For some reason, I thought they're staying in the same room, sleeping in the same bed, and just doing what they wanted to do, but just living underneath Cortney's parents' roof. But they are sitting here running this household like Cortney and Colt are some middle school children. I guess apparently they have to stay in two separate rooms, which I guess that's understandable. The parents probably don't want to hear them bang it out every single night and hear them moaning and groaning. But little do the parents know that Colty can't even get it hard. And they have a bedtime, so they're staying in separate rooms and separate beds. And they pretty much have to go to bed the same time the parents go to bed. Cortney and Colt were like doing skincare in Colt's bedroom. And the mom walked in and she's like, "What are you guys doing?" And they're like, "Oh, we're just getting ready, doing our skincare." And the mom was like, "Okay, well, you guys need to split up. Cortney, you need to go to your room. And you guys need to go to bed here in the next 15 minutes. Which is, I guess I do get it, because if you're not going to be working, you still need to live a life of some structure and routine. Like, I would be mad as hell if I had two unemployed adults in my house and they're just staying up till 4 or 5 in the morning every single night. The parents are making sure that they don't get too comfortable, which I don't blame them. But the thing is, for most adults, this would make them be like, okay, we're tired of this. We want to get our own place so we can sleep in a bed and share a bedroom and not have to deal with your parents' rules anymore. But Colt seems to be perfectly content. He's comfortable, and he doesn't seem like he has any kind of issues with his situation right now. It seems like he doesn't have any big prospects or plans besides hopefully getting better. But besides that, it doesn't seem like he has any plans after that to better his situation. And I don't like it, because it just feels like Colt is starting to take advantage of the situation and of Cortney and her parents' kindness, especially with the fact that he's still talking to another woman. And then we see Cortney and Colt, and they decided to get their own hotel room. Because with them living in separate rooms, I am sure they would probably get grounded or in some kind of trouble if the parents found out that they were having hanky-panky. So they decided to get their own hotel room so they could just be comfortable. But the thing is, even though they paid hundreds of dollars for a hotel room, well, Cortney said she paid hundreds of dollars, not Colt, she still didn't get none. She goes to the hotel, they're hanging out. Cortney tries to show him some positions of like handicap sex positions they can have, like where it literally has like the guy in the just sitting in his chair, and like it looks like, you guys know, like when you play the little wheelbarrow game, like when somebody holds your legs up like a wheelbarrow. That's what it looked like Colt was doing, but from his wheelchair with Cortney. Like, Courtney's trying to get real creative to figure out a way how she can bust herself a nut. And Colt said that he just cannot figure out how he can get it up, but it doesn't seem like he really is trying to figure it out. Like, why don't you just try to go get on some medicine or something, unless the medicine is canceling out the blue pills. But I mean, try to see a doctor. But it's like he doesn't care about pleasing Cortney. Colt's idea of trying to please Cortney is him coming out in a freaking bow tie and this underwear, trying to show off his body. And I don't think that it's getting Cortney as hyped up as he thinks it is. I think this is something the producers just made him do. But Cortney, I think she's starting to realize and second guess her decision to be with Colt. And after she decided to meet up with her friends with Colt, I think she definitely is even more, because she took Colt, well, I guess she went out to this bar with her friends. They're drinking. Then Colt came and met up with the friends, and they all sat down. The friends were questioning Colt, and Colt was not selling himself very well. Like, it sounds like he has no plans, and everything he said was just like making himself like sound more like a project and a problem than an actual boyfriend. He's like, well, you know, I can't really get around. I need someone to help me. I'm in this situation. It sucks. And the friends were like, girl, what are you doing? Like, I know the friends were thinking that Cortney can do way better. And Cortney, after she saw how the friends were acting, she told the producers, yeah, I don't know if this is what I want anymore. She's starting to realize how much work comes along with being with Colt. And then I can't imagine how she's going to feel when she finds out that he was talking to other women on top of that. And now I just want to talk about Pedro and Sophie. I thought we were going to get a lot from them this season, but I mean, we're like 3-4 episodes in, and their storyline has been more boring than I predicted it was going to be. So Sophie tells Pedro from the jump that she really doesn't know what she wants, and Pedro feels some type of way because he thought that they were exclusive. He's sitting here spending hundreds and thousands of dollars on Sophie, buying her things and giving her gifts as soon as he saw her because he thought that was his girlfriend, and now he's like, damn, I would have been spending all this money on you if you have no idea what you want, if you're just gonna come see me and then just go back home to some other Joe Schmo. He feels like he was played by Sophie. And I mean, Sophie kind of did the same thing with Rob. I mean, they got married, but she never really knew what she wanted, and that was a huge issue with her marriage. And I understand you don't want to rush things with Pedro, and you don't want to be like, oh yeah, we're boyfriend, girlfriend after 2 days, and then find out a week later that this man's just a walking, talking red flag. But I also feel like she needs to be upfront with him and be like, look, I am looking for a relationship. I don't want to date you today, but I want to build towards that. Like, give him some kind of hope and confirmation that he's not just wasting his time with you. And I guess Liz had a conversation with Pedro, and she kind of just put some thoughts in Pedro's head. So now Pedro's questioning if Sophie's really serious about him. And I guess we're going to see Sophie pop off on Liz in the next episode. And apparently, according to Shibuti, Sophie and Liz don't even like each other. I guess they had beef even before they filmed for The Single Life, and I guess Liz was even invited on this vacation by Sophie. Like, this is a vacation that the producers set up, and they just sent them all out there despite them not really getting along, and just kind of forced them to be around each other. And now Sophie is feeling some type of way, and she's trying to blame Liz for ruining her relationship with Pedro. But I think more than anything, the issue with Pedro is the fact that Sophie pretty much told him she doesn't know what she wants and she doesn't know what they want to be. I think that's the issue more than what Liz said, more than anything. I think that Pedro is just blaming most of his feelings on Liz because he doesn't want to just come out and say, yeah, this is exactly how I feel 100%. And it's easier to put the blame on somebody else, and unfortunately Liz is catching strays because of it. Plus, it's also just kind of hard to get into the whole storyline with Sophie and Pedro just because Liz is around, and after Shibuti exposed that Liz was in a whole relationship and I think she was engaged, or she's either engaged or dating that Jason guy while she was filming for The Single Life. So she was already taken, but she was out here pretending she was single, and I guess like the producers just set her up. Shibuti was trying to make it sound like it was an actor, but I don't know if it was a paid actor or just one of, like, you know, Pedro's friends that they talked into paying to pretend to date Liz. But after learning that, I'm like, damn, like, I was interested in Liz's storyline until I learned that. And it's so annoying because it's just like Tiffany when she was on Hunt for Love and she had a whole boyfriend at home. I hate when they do that. But you guys let me know what you think about all this in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.